Starkville, Mississippi. We're headed toward the back stretch of the season, Week 9, and we couldn't be more fired up about this clash here on EA Sports College Football. It's the Penn State Nittany Lions and the Mississippi State Bulldogs. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
History was made in Starkville, Mississippi. Did you know that Davis Wade Stadium for the Bulldogs of Mississippi State is the second oldest Division I-A campus football stadium, opened in 1914 as Scott Field? The cowbells are clanging every time you visit Starkville, Mississippi. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. The Nittany Lions will kick off first, and here we go. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They'll start on the ground with Bluff Bothwell. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Off play action. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. He's got it way down the field. A huge play there, and he has them set up and in business at the 30.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
They made the defense pay with that last big chunk of yardage. Now 1st and 10 from the 30. They'll give it to Fluff. Wrestled down at the 26. It's a gain of 4. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
And I love right out of the gate, this offense is going to be creative, and they're going to try to get their best players the football out in the open field. You saw it right there.
And the Bulldogs are facing 3rd and inches. This is a designed run. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
And you see this so much in college football, man. Now, short yard situations, you give it to your QB, you get the extra blocker, and it's just really hard to stop, man, because he still is a thrower, and there's still that threat. But nice job being physical on the line of scrimmage by this offense.
Taylor wants to throw. Here he goes, breaking the pocket. Didn't find much running room there. Picks up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Lets it fly. Got it. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it Bulldogs want to pick up the tempo. The Bulldogs will use their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Now on 1st and goal, let's see what Mississippi State does. Nothing doing. He is stopped short of the goal line. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
Well, they wanted to turn the page after losing their last game, so how about you come out in this one? On the opening drive, you march the field 75 yards and put 6 on the board. You can't start a game better than that.
And he added the extra point. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll run for it. It's Peoples. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll go right back to him. Got enough for the 1st. Here's a little room there. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Handoff for Peoples. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Looking for a man. It's Beck. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
If you didn't have a headache before, you've got one on the way. The cowbell's ringing on this 3rd down in Starkville. Unloads to the wideout. It's incomplete, but here comes the flag, and I think it's going to be a 1st down.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. The run inside. It's Peoples. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. On the move. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
On third down, here's Peoples. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
On 4th down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. On 4th down, trying to find his man. And that one's going to be batted away, incomplete, and we have played one. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Off play action on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Got his man to the left. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
And that's how you flip the field really quickly. Go from being on your side of the field, creating the explosive play, getting some momentum for this offense, and getting towards scoring position.
They used a chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Running right, it's Bockwell.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Taylor wants to throw it. Going downfield for the big play. Touchdown, Bulldog! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, it's nice to be an offensive coordinator when you have this offense because you can just call a couple plays, do what we need to do, make big plays, go down the field, put points on the board. This offense, man, they putting drives together like this could be a scary unit.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a pass from 40 yards out. Coming out with it, it's Wallace. He's got great speed. Got a little room. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space, great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Mississippi State offense ready to attack. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So frustrating for an offense to just give away yards with false start penalties. Quarterback making adjustments. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He hurls one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the outside, and you can tell they're trying to use him early and often in this offense.
Going back to the well, another deep ball. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Woof. That's one of those plays where you're going, man, he probably could have made that. The defense wasn't great on the play, but guess what? It goes down as an incompletion. Those are one of those bullets that you got to dodge throughout a game to get the win, to limit those big plays.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Back to throw, it's Beck. Sets up the screen. Turning it on. He's at the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Once he got some room, it was over. The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. They wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Mississippi State comes out on offense to start the drive. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Now on the move. Hard running there. Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Taylor wants to throw. Oh, they're after him. Got his man downfield. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one.
And man, you see it so many times, man. These crossing routes, like, it doesn't matter if it's zone or if it's man. Like, zone, you find the hole. Man, you run away from guys. And if you put the ball on the money, just like the QB did right there, that's what happens. The yards after the catch, man. You can keep going. Guys are so spread out, and you can make big plays on this offense.
Mississippi State really efficient on offense right now.
Here we go. Ready.
The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. Mississippi State comes out after picking up the first down.
Ready. Blue 30. Blue hot.
Wants to throw it again, and why not? Plucks it out of the air. Oh, he's headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldog! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. To the air, it's Beck. What a grab with one hand.
Well, that's about as impressive as a short gainer catch as you're ever going to see. I mean, didn't get the first, didn't go very far downfield, but it was pretty looking. Got it with one hand. I mean, I guess there's that.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. And just too much on that pass. Too high, too wide, out of bounds, and incomplete.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
You know what they need, you know what they want, and you know what they deliver on third down. More cowbell. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Connection to the right. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
That's caught. It's Peoples. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Nittany Lions can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to throw. It's Beck. He's got his man, makes the grab. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
When you get man-to-man coverage and you're running that curl, I got to sell him deep. I got to get a little bit of space where I can make him thinking I'm running deep, and then I sit down real quick. QB, wide receiver on the same page, first down.
Looking to throw on first down. And they needed a little more room to work with as that one sails out of bounds.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. He's looking deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, the offense is in that fringe area. This is a place where a lot of coordinators like to take shots. They tried one there, just weren't able to come up with it.
It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Fires on the move. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row.
And you knew he was going to take a step back because you can't throw the ball for over 80% a season. Like, that's ridiculous. Last week he was on fire, but this week, man, he's freezing cold. And he's got to find something to get this offense going. But right now, just off target. Somebody needs to step up, make a play, and maybe get a spark for this offense.
And the try is no good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal, miss, make, rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Taylor wants to throw it. Escapes the pressure going right. Makes the catch.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. Trying play action. He'll off one deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And the defense finally stops him, right? He's had a heck of a day, and they're taking a shot down the field to him. And I think they've gone to their go-to guy because he's put up numbers, and he's been productive, and he's got that speed on the outside. The defense has definitely got an eye on him and kind of saying, hey.
He's taking the shot. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Here's James Peoples to begin the drive. Short gain on that run as the clock winds down here late in the half. Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. They'll give it to Peoples. Could be an alley. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the book. 10 time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Men, week 9, go time. So let's get down to business with a notable update from the world of college football. Let's start with Texas, taking on the number 3 team, the Michigan Wolverines. And it's the Longhorns, locked up in a tight one in this matchup of top 10 teams. We haven't even hit the half here today, and it's already shaping up to be an instant classic. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
He'll start on the ground with Peoples. Works his way ahead for 3 out to the 14.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Here's Peoples one more time. And he'll be brought down.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Looking to throw, it's Beck. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. The Nittany Lions will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Just needs a crack to get a return. They stop him immediately, flying down the field and get to him before he can even get started. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. They'll start on the ground with Pluff Bothwell. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Looking to fire. Finds his man. It's Black. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the 1st down.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Using his feet. Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's 3rd and short. He'll have enough to give Mississippi State a 1st down.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. They got him in 3rd and short, but, man, they've got to do a better job. If they want to get back in this football game, like, they've got to force some field goals. They've got to force some punts. They've got to force something to go their way, and they've got to be better on 3rd down.
Mississippi State has this drive hitting on all cylinders. Taylor wants to throw. Quick completion on the out. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the 3rd quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the 2nd half. You drive it down the field, and you score. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
And he made the extra point without problem. He'll bring it out. It's Wallace. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. They'll run for it. It's Peoples. Got enough for the first. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Gain of 27 on the play. That's a first down for the offense.
Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. Peoples again. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to their running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Hand off, Peoples running left. Makes it past the marker. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. From the gun, running back on the move. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Off the play fake. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
It's been really hard on this quarterback all game long. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give this defense so much credit because they've done a really nice job on the back end and coverage, but they've also been able to affect his rhythm with a solid pass rush, and you saw it right there getting the sack.
If you didn't have a headache before, you've got one on the way. The cowbell's ringing on this 3rd down in Starkville. Back to pass, it's Beck. Pocket breaking down. Picked off, that's number 15 on the year. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open. And if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
He fires one deep over the middle. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And it's not a surprise who they're throwing the ball down the field to. I mean, he's already had a great day. They're going to feature him because he makes plays over and over again. And then trying to take another shot to him down the field. If I'm the defense, man, I'm focusing on that guy. He's made too many big plays today.
Now give it to Fluff. Breaks into the open. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bulldogs! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. This defense not only searching for answers, they're still searching for that running back.
And searching for angles. My goodness, this dude, he runs so fast, he erases angles. People trying to catch him, they didn't realize how much burners he had. He kicked it in gear, and there was no getting it.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. Fielded in the end zone, it's Wallace. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Dropping back, it's Beck. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
This really has been a Jekyll and Hyde story for this quarterback. His last game out, he completed over 80% of his throws, but things just not going his way in this one. You've got to give the defense a ton of credit.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Looking to the big tight end. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
And I'm kind of surprised by this performance, man. The QB last week, you could tell, dude, he was in rhythm. He was good timing. You could tell the chemistry with receivers were good. And today, everything just looks off. And it looks hard. It looks difficult. They got to find a way to get back in the rhythm they were in last week.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Here's a heat. Going for the big play. Snags it on the right. There he goes. Finally, they get him out of bounds. Thought they were going to let him run until he got tired. I don't think he's tired. He's headed to the 4th quarter. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Motion from the wideout. Wants to keep it in the air. He's not afraid to go deep. And that one's too high, out of bounds, incomplete.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. To the air, it's Beck. This time he's got it. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one.
You got to give this defensive staff a ton of credit. They had a plan for this guy, right? They've watched him on film. He's been eating defenses alive. They've limited him. That was only his first catch. They changed up their coverages. They've gotten after the quarterback. Great defensive game play coming in this one.
3rd and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the first here. Looking to throw for it. Fires left. Got the big tight end on the corner route. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense there. First off, getting pressure initially and then forcing him outside the pocket. After that, excellent effort. All eyes on the quarterback. And you see the speed this defense has. They're going to be putting a lot of heat on this guy throughout the game.
2nd down, he'll throw it. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And how about the complimentary football? This defense getting another sack. They've already got an interception. Offense has played great. Both sides of the football together dominating this football.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Oh, that slithered right through his fingers and would have been his 2nd interception of the game. Instead, it's 4th down.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Looking for the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That fourth down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Makes a deep grab.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the fourth quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
Taylor wants to throw it. Skips away from pressure. Turning it on. Powers through the defender. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative, and that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
They're working that left side. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! They push out that lead a bit and draw much closer to a win here in Week 9.
Well, it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback. You saw it right there. He is dialed in. He's finding his one-on-one matchups. He's making good decisions, and he's been so accurate. Now, 4 TD passes in this one, and that's why his team is way up here late in the game.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. He'll bring it out. It's Martin. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Penn State's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute with some points on the board.
Yeah, this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on fourth down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. They'll go with Peoples. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
Well, I don't think the defense was expecting running that last 4th and 2 play. Good job by the offense keeping them off balance with that play call.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Running inside, it's Peoples. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
On 3rd down, here's Peoples. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
And this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the field. You've already seen it once on this drive, and they've already been successful. You know how hard it is to defend when there's an extra down, and they do it over and over again? So I think this offense will continue to stay aggressive like they were on the last 4th down.
They're going to stay aggressive and leave the offense out there on 4th down again. Trying to get it to the marker. There's a crease. Bust through behind his pad. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
For the offense.
Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them, an absolutely dominating performance.
You've got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.